If you don't carry a gun, they got that concealed carry. Y'all familiar with the concealed carry law?
Yeah, concealed with the bullet.
All right, y'all familiar with the stand your ground law? That's what I did. But it cost me 35 years. So don't think that it's okay to do certain things that might seem okay. So my advice to y'all is to be careful who you hang out with. Accept who you are. Accept who you are. You're at the stage where you struggle with identity. You want to fit in. There's nothing wrong with not fitting in because, again, you stand out. Your own gifts, your own talents was given to you by the Lord. It's up to you if you want to use them or not. Any of y'all plan on going to college after you finish high school and stuff like that? What you want to go to? I can hear you. Lawyer? What about you?
I want to be a nurse.
You?
I want to be a nurse.
A surgeon?
I want to be an actor and a model.
An actor and a model. Okay. Yeah.
I did though.
What do you want to go to school for?
For
I want to go to space.
yeah.
Come here, let him answer.
No, he said that before.
Oh, I didn't hear him.
I want to go to school to change the world, and I will do that.
In what way?
Every way possible.
That's a good dream. You. What's her name right here? Green. You right here. The model. Why you want to be a model?
I want to be an actor and a model.
Why? Why?
No, that's not funny, guys.
That's not true.
You want me to tell you something? You are an attractive young woman. And you can probably make it as a model and an actress.
Thank you.
But you know what comes along with that? Favors. You think they got where they are just based on their beauty? No, they done favors. We know what type of favors talking
You
about.
trying to complain.
What type of favor?
They done favors.
What type of favor?
Favors? Favors.
I'm good at my hard work and dedication.
Favors.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking.
Favor.
Hey, I knew this girl. I met this girl. I was working in one of the visiting rooms at when I was in Jackson Correctional. And I met this girl. I was a photographer. And I met this girl in there. And very beautiful. She had the same aspirations. She had the same dreams. But what came along with that was alcohol abuse. It wasn't her intent. It wasn't her intentions to abuse alcohol. It wasn't her intentions to do drugs. But the crowd that she hung out with led to all of this because a lot of that goes on in that industry. What's her name? Lily? This is for you, Lily. This is for you. You think it's funny now?
Nothing to do with that alcohol.
But you know what though? It's okay because y'all gonna remember this after I leave here. But the drugs and the alcohol is prominent in that industry. And you want to know what happened to her? She went out, was having a drink. Some guy wanted to take her home.
Oh, man.
Right there.
No, he didn't rape her. He killed her.
Oh, man.
He put a Mickey, a roofie, in her drink.
I'm not that dumb. My dad.
She drank it.
I'll get beat.
She drank it.
Oh.
Her heart exploded right there on site.
Oh.
This was like 2 years ago.
Why you do that?
She was allergic to it. Go ahead.
Okay, so it like blew up like a bomb.
Her heart was
Right.
up. And she's dead now.
Boom.
Are y'all catching anything that I'm saying?
Yes. Why did he do that?
He wanted to have his way with her because of her beauty.
Oh, my God.
Huh?
So they need to love you.
Hopefully she wasn't saved. She wasn't saved. She was a good friend of mine. She wasn't saved. I don't know what y'all believe, but she's going to hell. She's going to hell. That was a good friend of mine. And that's the way that she had to go. She talked to me about all the stuff that she had going on. She wanted help, but she didn't have the support around her that she needed. Now she's dead. Left her whole family behind. And you know what got her in that position? Trying to capitalize on her beauty. That's what killed her. Don't depend on your beauty. Beauty fades. It fades.
So what is acting? Is
Acting, it doesn't matter, but you ever see an ugly actress?
Yup.
Ugly to who? Probably based on your preference. Probably based on what you like. It's probably based, you probably call somebody ugly, but no one is ugly. Everybody's beautiful
In their own
in
way.
their own little way. And it sounds cliche, but everybody is. You were created to be and look exactly how you are. Beautiful. All that plastic surgery and stuff like that, them injections, regardless if it's in your lip, if it's in your butt,
Fake.
it ain't no good.
Plastic.
So my point in coming here is to let y'all know you need to be aware of your choices. The stuff that you doing that seem minor, even if it's just being influenced by your peers, just think, is this a person that I really need in my life? If you get that feeling in your heart like you don't want to be around that person, don't be around them. There's nothing wrong with saying, you know what, I can't hang out today. There's nothing wrong with that. How many of y'all got brothers? Now, how many of y'all have sisters? Okay, now, out of all y'all, how many are older than you?
7.
I'm the youngest.
3. Are the brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3.
Oh wait, out of both?
Yeah, how many, do you have any that's older than you?
It's 4.
It's 10.
It's
9. 10.
Do you have any that's younger than you? Okay. Do y'all look up? How are they doing? Do y'all look up to them?
No.
Why? Why don't you look up to them?
Because I'm my own person. I'm my own person.
Because they do bad stuff.
Do you have younger siblings?
Yes.
Do they look up to you? Do
No.
you set a proper example for them?
Yes. No.
How many of y'all have both parents in your household?
I don't need it. I don't want it.
I'm gonna ask again. How many of y'all have both parents in the household? Don't be shy. Raise your hands up. I'm not looking at the table.
Did y'all listen?
Okay. How many of you? The rest of y'all are single? You have single parents? How many of y'all are raised by your father as a single parent? So y'all parents, single parent families is just a mother.
Yes, sir.
Come on, raise your hand. Come on.
Yes, sir.
You're just being raised by your mother. Are any of you adopted? You
Black is
adopted?
one of my family. I'm the blackest one.
Can I ask you something? I'm gonna be honest with you. Can I ask you something?
Yes, sir.
Do you have issues with authority?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You have issues with authority, don't you?
No.
I can tell you that.
Be
And it's okay. I understand.
It's
Yeah.
right though. It's right
Let me tell you what the issue with authority is.
though. Tell me.
The issue with authority isn't necessarily being physically rebellious. Issues with authority is saying, I'm my own man.
Okay.
I do what I want to do.
Yeah.
You know, issues with authority will get you locked up. It will. Because all you got to do is have a job. Your supervisor tell you what to do. You having a bad day. You're not trying to hear what your supervisor have to say, and you punch him.
What?
I'm just saying, if you have an issue with authority, you don't have bad days. You don't.
I'm not gonna punch
Hold on,
you.
listen. No, come on, hey, for real. Y'all keep laughing. This is not a free. This is not a free period.
Keep going.
I'm here because they care about y'all.
Okay.
They care about y'all. Regardless if y'all don't feel like y'all being cared about at home, you have people that care for you.
Keep going.
You have people that care for you. But you know what? They're not going to always be there. There's going to be a point in time where you're going to be rock bottom and you wish somebody cared. But because of your behavior and your abuse of authority and lack of being respectful towards authority, you're going to burn bridges. And you're going to need help. And ain't nobody going to help you because you done got so far gone on everybody's bad side to where you're going to be left alone. And you know what that's going to do? That's going to make you bitter and angry. And you're going to blame everybody else for your actions. I seen it. It was me. It was me.
Boy, you got me myself.
But everything, all my bitterness and anger, it came from my own choice of what I thought was good for me. When I had people that cared about me and stuff I was doing in secret. But it later comes out. Issues with authority will get you incarcerated. You ain't got to be running around with no gun shooting at the police. All you got to do is if Miss Clayton tell you to sit down and you take your time sitting down, the fact that you took your time sitting down is an issue with authority. It's not the fact that you eventually sit down. When she say sit down, sit down. When she say y'all get up, leave, you leave. If you do anything outside of that, you have an issue with authority. And that issue with authority will get you locked up.
Obeying rebellion.
I'm going to pray for you. I'm dead serious. I'm not playing because it's brothers like him that kept coming into the prisons, and this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because of that type of attitude. I see the attitude, man. You can smile all you want. But I hope that you think about this. I hope you really think about this when I leave. Because that attitude is what led me to doing what I do. I've done 18 years, man. And I love you, brother. I don't know you. But I love you. You know why? Because I believe that everybody in here has potential to be what the Lord has created them to be. It's just a matter if you're going to capitalize on it or not. You have choices. For every bad choice, there's a good choice. We can't say, well, I was raised in a single family home, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing because my father wasn't here. No, my father was in the house. I still did what I wanted to do. So we can't blame it on who's not around us because for you, I guarantee it's somebody in your life that serves itself as a father figure towards you. And you probably pushing them away.
It's me.
You pushing them away, yeah. Yeah. It could be one of these teachers in this school. It could be the guy at the gas station that you frequent every day.
You got it there. I'm not talking about that.
I'm not saying that. You said you was raised in a single family home by your mother, right?
His dad that did.
Right? Okay. He's not in the house. Do you have any anger that he's not in the house?
Cool.
Are you? Really?
Yes.
See, that's something that you have to be honest about.
I'm being honest.
I hope you are. I hope you are. I really hope you all are being honest right now. And if you're not, if you're being quiet like this brother right here with the hood on, I'm hoping you're thinking about everything I'm saying. He's quiet over there. He's quiet. There's nothing wrong with being quiet. I just hope he's listening. He don't have to speak. I just hope he's listening.
You cool with it, for real though.
I hope you are. I'm going for that though, but you still talking about it.
Dang,
You see what I'm saying?
cool. You're not cool.
I get that, bro. But like I said, it's young men like you that kept coming into the prison to where it grieved me. Because at this point in time, I changed. And I started evaluating my actions, and I started seeing guys coming to prison younger and younger and younger. Then I'm seeing on the news young guys and young girls getting smoked by the police. Just smoked for no apparent reason. I don't want that to be you. I don't want the police to pull you over and you run and I see you on the news getting shot in your back. I don't want to see that. I I don't want to see that happen to none of y'all because it's a possibility. In this day and age that we in, with the way this thing's going on, everybody carrying guns, y'all don't think that's possible? It's been in the news for the past couple of years. Or longer. So I suggest those things that these teachers point out, listen. Because they really do care for you. That's why they teach it. They don't have to do this. They can go find jobs somewhere else. And y'all could be stuck with a teacher that lets you throw paper balls and spit balls and everything else. And then when you get out of school and you're not educated and you can't find a job, you find yourself selling your body or selling drugs just to get by. And it all stems from you not listening to your teacher. Because that's where it comes from. I hope that y'all listen. I hope something sticks. I really do. It's sticking. I hope it do. And I hope it don't just stick. I hope you think about it.
I'm gonna think about it.
I hope you think about it. And they're going to have my information. If they ever want me to come back, I'll come back. I have absolutely no
I want
issue
you
with
to come
that.
back.
Now here's the thing. Do y'all have any questions about me? Y'all have any questions? If you have any questions, ask. I'm an open book. You can ask whatever you want to ask. Go ahead.
You got kids?
I don't have any children. I was locked up during my baby making years. Now, I think I'm too old to be having kids. I'm not going to have no kids at 41 in this day and age. It's not going to happen. If the Lord bless me with some children, a wife and children, cool. But if not, I'm fine.
Why you keep attacking me?
I'm not attacking you. I'm not attacking you. But you're bright, though. You're bright.
You're right.
All y'all are bright. Even the guy with his hood over his head.
Anthony, thank y'all.
He's bright, too.
I take my name off.
But he being low-key and cool right now.
He's the brightest.
There's nothing wrong with that. I hope he be low-key and cool throughout life.
So what I'm being?
Stay low-key and cool.
So what I'm being?
You be in the center of attention. You're right in the middle of the floor. Everybody see you. You constantly turning around, paying attention to everything else that's going on around you. You fly. You got your earrings. Nice earrings. I like your fit. It's cool. I like that color of that jacket. But it seems like you want everybody to see you. But everybody hangs that way.
I don't like attention that much.
Okay.
Somebody turn off the light.
Do y'all have any questions?
So you just really walk around with a sawed-off shotgun in your hand.
At 14 years old, I had a sawed-off shotgun in my leg. Walking up and down in my pants leg.
So you weren't scary, no? Hands like Jabot, you just walk around with a shotgun.
When I was 15, he asked me a question. And just because he asked a question doesn't mean the answer won't be relevant to you. He may be asking a question that you are afraid to ask. So listen to the questions. Because some of y'all is afraid to ask what you need to be asking. Because you think you're going to look stupid or weak if you let it be known what your curiosities are. What was the question?
You really walked around with a sawed-off shotgun.
I walked around with a sawed-off shotgun in my pants leg. You know why? Because I wanted to be a man. Because my friends was drug dealers. We were younger. But you had older guys that came onto our block that wanted to try to sell dope on our block. They was trying to push over on us. And we wasn't having it.
They're trying to take your head.
Huh?
No.
So, in our mind, we had to defend our territory. But as I walked around with that shotgun, that mindset got stronger and stronger. It's called a stronghold. Increasing. And the more I got away with stuff, the more bold I became. It took me taking a life to realize I don't want to live that lifestyle. Yeah, I killed somebody. I was in gangs and everything. But you know what though? You know what that gang got me? 35 years in prison. You know what being tough got me? 35 years in prison. And you know what I realized? I'm not cut out for that lifestyle. I wasn't cut out for it. I don't want to keep killing people. Even though it's self-defense, I took a man's life. I have absolutely no right to take another man's life based on what I thought or what I believed was self-defense. I shouldn't have put myself in that situation. Another question?
What you want to be?
I can't hear you.
What you want to be?
Exactly what I am right now.
Renee.
Exactly. Youth mentor. I've been mentoring the youth since 2012. I'm a fitness instructor now. I like helping people. I like reaching back. And I'm a man of God. He has put it on my heart, based on my own choices and my own decisions, to reach out. Because I was blinded, and He enlightened me. I was invited by Miss Austin to come. And I said I'll do it. It was an open door. So I'm here for a reason. And I just hope it sticks. One more question. Unless somebody else got something that they really go ahead.
Okay. What prisons have you been to?
I went through Dodge. Dodge is like an intake. That's where you go to get evaluated, see if you need any programs, any medicines, and everything else. But I've done 3 years in Waupun Correctional. I've done 7 in Stanley Correctional. I've done 4 in Jackson Correctional. I've done 3 in Oak Hill. And I've done 2 in McNaughton, way up north by the UP. 18 years. Actually 18 years, 1 month, and 21 days.
Got out for good to you.
No, I got out because I've done 18 years, 1 month, and 21 days. And I was on work release for 2 years. They didn't want to let me go.
What's the worst thing that ever happened to you in jail?
Losing my father. When I lost my father in 2004, I was at a new prison. I didn't know anybody. My father was my lifeline. He was the one that was making sure I ate and everything else. He was making sure I had clothing and everything else. When he died, my brothers, they didn't step up. So when he died, everything that was holding me up dropped. And I was in an environment where I didn't know anybody. So I wasn't going to come to your door and ask you for a suit, ask you for a bag of chips. I was too prideful. And it was real hard going through that because did nobody send me no card. My brothers didn't send me cards. They didn't have no money on the phone. They had each other out there going to the funeral and family and everything else. I'm in a prison around thousands of people, but yet alone. Dealing with losing my father. That was the hardest part.
Is you still cool with your brothers?
Yeah, I forgave my brother. Because I realized they done what they thought was best for them. I had to understand that. At that point in time, I hated them. I hated them for years. But their hate didn't do nothing but harden my own heart. And I realized I was hurting myself and not hurting them by hating them. So I had to forgive them. But we cool now. Anything else?
Yeah, I got a quick question. Can you explain to them the difference between concealed carry and stand your ground?
Well, I know to stand your ground is when your life is on the line. And concealed carry, you're just okay to carry the gun around. But it doesn't give you a license to kill or shoot people. And some people have abused that law. Honestly, I'm not too familiar with it because I've been incarcerated through it. All I know is that even though the laws are different, my situation applied to both. I was able to relate to both. But even though that was the law, and even though there was justice in truth that my life was on the line, they didn't see it that way. So don't think just because you have concealed carry and stand your ground that everything will be fine and dandy and that you won't end up in prison. Is that? Anything else?
All right, let's give him a hand. He gotta go next door.